Last semester, my friend and I were enrolled together in Biology 1, which is a very difficult course here at the University of South Florida, and hit the ground running from the start. After the first test, my friend looked at me and said, "Hey man, I really need your help. I didn't do so well on the first test, and I don't think things are going to be too hot from here. I don't care how much you charge per hour, I'll be willing to pay the fee." And I looked at him and said, "Hey man, I don't charge anything. I understand that both of our majors are on the pre-med track, and things can be very challenging, but as long as you're able to pass the course, then that's all I really care about." So I sat with him for hours upon weeks, just making sure he was mastering the material that our professor covered in lecture, and ended up him being on the second test. He aced it, and he looked at me and he said, "Hey Jacob, I wouldn't have been able to come close to passing if it wasn't for your help. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much." And that really hit home because, growing up, I've always had the leadership mentality of helping people in times of need. And I feel like that comment really hit home and made me realize that the selfless act of helping somebody not only benefited me, but more importantly, benefited my peer. And this really contributes to the ideas of being an RA. For example, if my resident had a couple questions about registering for classes, that's not something that the university really does a good job of explaining to students. So I would be more than happy to sit down with them and answer any questions they have, because I know that I've been in their shoes, and if I can answer any questions that they have and make life for them easier, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Actually, during this semester, myself, along with another member in Phi Delta Epsilon, was selected to plan an event that required a lot of teamwork and collaboration for it to be successful. And let's just say from the start, things didn't look so hot. Every idea that he was putting out, I really didn't see as ideas that were going to be able to be implemented for success. And every idea that I was saying, he was just shooting down. So at the end of our first meeting, I pulled him aside and we established our common ground that was necessary for success. And finding that common ground is really the starting point to solve any problem. So once you accomplish that, solving problems can be really easy. Thank you, and go Bulls.